All right, so this is part one in our video series on 21 proven strategies for converting online mortgage leads. And when I say proven, I want to be clear that these are absolutely proven by us and our clients. We've worked with over 2,000 loan officers since 2016. We've generated over $1.5 million leads and helped fund $2 billion in deals. These aren't ideas or concepts that we grabbed from some other website or heard somebody else say. These are all real world proven strategies that I think if you implement, you will be more successful in your online lead conversions as well. So let's dive in. Oh, and real quick, if you don't want to wait for all these videos to come out, you can actually go to mortgagegrowthsystem.com/21, as in 21, and download all the tips right now so you can start using them right away. All right, so the first one is the double dial. This is an amazing technique that everybody who's handling or working leads should be using. And it's very simple though. So what you will do is anytime you call someone, if they don't answer, you literally hang up and call them right back. Some people even triple dial and do this 3 times. Just note that you should not leave a voicemail until you've made at least that second phone call. And if you want to amplify this, you can actually text them and even email them right after you've done this. And we have other tips that go along with that. Number 2 is call more at the right times. A lot of people just call whenever it's convenient for them when they're working leads, when that's not actually the best time. Statistically speaking, and this actually goes across the board for any type of lead, that's Thursday evenings is the best time to get a hold of people. So basically after work hours, the second best time is really a toss up between Wednesday evening and Saturday morning. And then Tuesday and Friday evenings are your next best times. Of course, what I would also say is that keep in mind that some of the leads that you have may have unusual hours. They work second shift, they work third shift. So it is good to mix it up from a time to time, but Mondays are absolutely the worst day. Now, number 3, schedule a power hour. This is something a lot of people don't think about to do. You should be scheduling time, blocking time on your calendar that you've set aside specifically to make phone calls. Now, I know a lot of people do this for realtor outreach, but they often forget to do this for their own leads. And depending upon the amount of leads that you have, whether it's hundreds or thousands, you may need more than 1 hour per week to do this. I would absolutely schedule these power hours, if possible, during the times that I just mentioned. Now, 4 is texting. Texting is the king of communications. Everybody gets all hung up about, sending emails and things of that nature. I would not waste a whole bunch of time on sending emails. That's actually going to be another tip we have in the series, but there's a 98% open rate for text as compared to a 20% open rate on emails, and a 45% response rate on text as compared to a 6% on email. So, don't waste a bunch of time on that. Focus on texting, and ideally you should have a CRM system that allows you to do that easily from in the system so that you can see exactly what your text transactions have been over the course of time. Now, the next one, number 5, don't confuse your leads by using multiple phone numbers. So I see a lot of people do this, especially if you do have a CRM that has, a texting and or phone calling phone number. Ideally, you'll have a CRM where you can actually call from as well, like our Agent GoGo CRM that we provide our clients. But if you call leads from a bunch of different phone numbers, they often get confused. If you have teams where they're calling from a bunch of phone numbers, that can cause confusion too. Sometimes if you have an exclusive lead, like the kind we generate for our clients, they don't, you don't want to make them feel like the lead information got sold. Now, there is an exception to this. If you've tried multiple times, like 8, 9, 10 times to get a hold of a lead and they still haven't responded, I do think that sometimes at that point in time, it is a good idea to switch to a new phone number just to see if they might respond to that one. Now, number 6, don't let your automation stop. Now, again, you should be using some sort of automated CRM system to make the outreach a lot easier and a lot more frequent. And if you're not, well, you should definitely check out maybe our free training programs or our client programs. But what you want to do is make sure your automations never stop. So depending upon your system, you may have to figure out how that works. If you're working with us using the Agent GoGo system, we can definitely show you specifically how to make sure automations never stop. And we've built it very easily to make sure that you're managing it properly. But at the end of the story is make sure automations continue to go and go and go until you get a stop or a positive response and you're communicating with the lead. Now, number 7, the last one for this video, is ready now, ready soon, and ready later, and the rule 33. These are concepts. So what I always will point out for people is that when you're generating leads or buying leads, however you're getting your leads, you're going to always have people that are basically in 3 buckets: ready now, ready soon, and ready later. You're ready now, folks. Yeah, those are going to be the ones that are ready to talk to you now, maybe file an application, that sort of thing. But there is a lot of value in people who are considering buying a home, refinancing, whatever they're doing 3, 6, 9, 12 months later, and you don't want to lose track of them. That kind of goes back to my previous tip about making sure you have automations in play. You should have automations for every scenario. So let's say you talk to someone and you find out, oh, you're really not buying until later this year or early next year or something like that. It's best to have automations already in place so you can immediately put them into that automation and time it, which kind of goes back to my rule of 33. So what the rule of 33 is, whatever someone tells you the time is that they're going to start buying a house or refinancing or consider whatever it is, you want to chop that off by 33%. So you want to start communicating. So here's an example. Let's say someone says, I'm going to buy a home in about 3 months. You want to start following back up with them in about 2 months. Or if they're buying in about 6 months, you want to start following up with them in 4 months, let's say 12 months. You want to do it in about 7, 8 months. So that's pretty much the rule of 33, and we'll catch you on the next videos. Again, if you want to download all these tips now and not wait for the rest of the videos, just go to mortgagegrowthsystem.com/21, as in 21, don't spell it out, 21. Thanks.